All right, Coach, coming off a huge win, and it's obviously UCLA week. Let's close the book on Oregon. Any surprises? Obviously, you were in the moment. You probably missed some things. You watched the film. Any surprises you saw on tape?
Well, I would say actually kind of crazy after watching the tape. We didn't play all that well. And, we gave them a lot of opportunities to get back in that thing. If we would have kept performing the way that we were early in the game, the score would have been a lot different. So I would probably say I'm a little surprised that for a team that didn't play very well to knock off the longest home winning streak in the country would have surprised me if you'd have told me that a week ago.
You've been unequivocal today that Matt Barkley has your Heisman vote. Tell us why.
I don't have a vote.
If
So
you were
it really
to have
doesn't
one, got your support certainly.
Because I think what's happened with Matthew is he's played huge in the big games, and especially as we get later in the year, and that's what matters, And what I think sometimes is I think he doesn't get enough credit because of sanctions, probation, scholarship reductions, guys leaving, all those things that have happened around him. In reality, he should get more credit because he's dealing with stuff that's different than any of those other players are. They're not playing with as many young guys around him because of what's happened because of the roster reductions. They're not playing with no dreams of bowl games or championships, potentially having 2 games taken away from him. So in actuality, I think it should be the other way around.
Robert Woods was named a Biletnikoff finalist today. If there were courage points, he would certainly get them. 2 touchdowns over the weekend, and the guy just after the game could barely do anything. I mean, how do you just sort of admire a kid like that?
Yeah, especially for a kid that young and not a big receiver. I think that if he doesn't get hurt and stays healthy, then this is probably he probably wins this thing easy. The pace that he was at and the way that he was going. But it's just been, for a kid to be at 99 catches as banged up as he's been, just speaks volumes for who he is and how much he loves playing for these guys.
The only guy that didn't get a lot of publicity after that game is Hayes Pillard, but he really stuffed the box score. 14 tackles, 2 sacks, forced fumble. Yet another freshman linebacker, yet another freshman doing things. You talk about his performance that night.
Yeah, it was really special. Hayes has had a great year, along with Dion, the 2 freshmen in there, and then with Lamar starting, 3 freshmen started that game and were able to play really well. I actually just got done at our quarterback club and joked with our people. I said, you better buy your season tickets for next year, because it was pretty neat today on the way over. Found out from Tim Tessel in our SID that Marquise Lee was the Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year. He's a freshman. Hayes Pillard was on defense. 2 freshmen to win the biggest awards in the conference. That's pretty neat.
Are you worried at all about a hangover this week coming off a big win, or does it help that it's UCLA week and that always gets these guys' attention?
No, we don't worry about that because we don't build up games. That game was no different than any other game that we played. We didn't prepare any different. We didn't talk about it any different. It wasn't a bowl game, even though a lot of people wanted it to be. It was just the next game on the schedule, and now we have another one. And so we got to go back to work and practice really hard and really well.
A month ago, UCLA looked dead in the water. Nothing was going for them, and all of a sudden they're playing their best ball of the season. Rick Neuheisel, how has he turned things around for them?
They're doing a great job. They've really improved on defense, and they're running the ball really well, and they haven't been turned over very much. So if you do that, you're going to be in a lot of games and winning a lot of games, and they have. And they're playing very, very well right now, and it's going to be a tough game.
What are the challenges of the pistol offense?
Really the fits, because the ball comes at you so quick, and the ball carrier gets the ball so deep, and so he's got great vision, and it's why they don't have a lot of negative rushes because of that.
Such a unique rivalry with the proximity of the 2 teams. You actually have brothers scoring off with the Jones brothers, now the McDonald brothers. What stands out to you from this rivalry that makes it so special?
Well, I think the respect. There's so much respect between the players, between the staffs, and between the fans. I think that's what makes it, a unique rivalry is so much respect between the universities and between the football programs and the fans is what makes it really special.
It will also be senior night on Saturday. You'll be celebrating some great seniors, Red Elliston, Christian Tupou. Let me give you a couple names to put their career in perspective. Start with Mark Tyler.
Yeah, really adversity. Has battled through so many things, whether it was off the field or on the field with injuries, and before we got here, buried in the depth chart. And so, really proud of the way that he's finishing off his career right now.
And another player who's had an interesting career is Chris Gallipo, coming in as maybe the top player in the country, and then it's been up and down for him.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same word, adversity. Bunch of injuries, both of them very similar on different sides of the ball. Bunch of injuries, have been benched at times. Both of them have other people have been ahead of them and have fought back, and now Chris is playing a lot on special teams for us and winning there when Lamar got hurt as well.
Kind of a different senior week, too, because some juniors are going to be getting attention. It may or may not be the last game that they play for USC. If this is the last time Matt Barkley suits up in the Cardinal Gold, what is his legacy to this program, and especially in helping you get this program through the sanctions? And everyone's saying USC's back now.
Next question. No. Regardless of Matt's decision, he'll be one of the great Trojans of all time. And it's very special what he's done, the adversity he's faced, a common word here because of all the stuff going on. His hasn't been on or off the field as far as with his play. His has been, with other stuff, with the head coach, athletic director, president, bowl games, probation, all the dreams of coming here and winning those things, and those taken away from him. It has just been an absolute stud through the whole thing. It has really represented our university at times in this, and that's made him stronger and made him better, and it's made him, I believe, it's made him even more valuable for the next level because they know what they're getting.
Last week you learned about the AP poll voting process. Now you beat Oregon and you're still behind Oregon. Do you wish you had never learned about it?
I don't know. Whatever. We're just worried about playing well this week and make sure that we're very focused.
Here's another one of your favorite questions. You've been asked 1,000,000 times, is this your bowl game? Is this your bowl game? Everyone keeps trying to project a bowl game on you. I'm going to guess for the last time this is not a bowl game this week against UCLA?
No, it's not. It's the next game, and we don't do anything different, just like we haven't done. The only thing that's like a bowl game is we're in one of the best cities in the world and with good weather.
Finally, for a lot of people, the season flies by. I mean, this is the last week, and obviously without a bowl game, this is it. For a head coach, does it go by fast? Does it go by slow? What's your feeling on how this season has gone by?
Very slow, especially early on when we weren't playing very well. But it's been a special year because you just see so many kids that didn't even know each other a year ago. They didn't even know who they were, and now they've come together in this short period of time with whatever it is, over half the roster having never even played here before and having this much success. It's just a real special group of kids. It's why I hope our fans pack the house Saturday because it's the last time to see these guys together, and it's really special what they've done.
All right, thanks, Coach. We hope so, too, and thanks for doing these every Monday, and we'll see you next year.
All right, thanks, Jordan.